Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. The British royal vaults are filled with hidden treasures. Today, I will share the story of a tiara and diamond necklace that Queen Mary's mother, Princess Mary Adelaide of Cambridge, loved to wear. Before we begin, please support my channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you. Princess Mary Adelaide of Cambridge was born on November 27, 1833, in the Kingdom of Hanover, then part of the German Confederation. She was the youngest child of Prince Adolphus, Duke of Cambridge, the seventh son of King George III of the United Kingdom, and Princess Augusta of Hesse-Kassel. Her birth came as a pleasant surprise to the royal family, arriving more than a decade after her mother's previous pregnancy. Mary Adelaide grew up in a household where public service and duty were paramount. Despite the constraints of royal life, she developed a vibrant personality and was well loved for her high spirits and generosity. Unlike many of her contemporaries, she was known for her engaging and warm demeanor, which endeared her to the public. She became the first royal patron of the children's charity Barnardo's, which aimed to care for vulnerable children and young people. Barnardo's has a long history of royal patrons and presidents, including Queen Alexandra, Queen Mary, Mary Adelaide's daughter, Queen Elizabeth II, Diana, Princess of Wales, and Queen Consort Camilla. Mary Adelaide's commitment to charity and her approachable nature made her a beloved figure among the Victorian public, who often referred to her as the People's Princess. She also acquired the less fortunate nickname of Fat Mary. By the age of 30, Mary Adelaide was still unmarried, which was unusual for a woman of her status. Despite her royal connections, her prospects were limited due to her weight and the perception that she was unmarriageable. However, her fortune changed when she met Prince Francis of Teck, a minor member of the royal family of Württemberg, who was known for his handsome looks and charm. Prince Francis, born from a morganatic marriage, did not have succession rights to the throne of Württemberg, but his royal blood made him a suitable match for Mary Adelaide. Their courtship was swift, and they became engaged just a month after meeting. They were married on June 12, 1866, at St. Anne's Church in Kew, Surrey. This union elevated Mary Adelaide to the title of Duchess of Teck, and she and Francis became well known for their lavish lifestyle. The couple settled in London, living in apartments provided by Queen Victoria at Kensington Palace and White Lodge in Richmond Park. Despite their royal status, they faced chronic financial difficulties due to their extravagant spending habits. This led them to live more modestly abroad for a period, residing in Florence, Italy, and other parts of Europe to reduce their expenses. Despite these challenges, Mary Adelaide and Francis had a happy marriage and were blessed with 4 children: Princess Victoria Mary, who would later become Queen Mary, Prince Adolphus, Prince Francis, and Prince Alexander. Their family life was a mix of public duty and personal contentment, with Mary Adelaide continuing her charitable work and maintaining her popularity among the people. Princess Mary Adelaide, whose godmother was her aunt, Princess Mary, Duchess of Gloucester, inherited a precious collection of jewels upon her aunt's passing. These pieces were ingeniously reconfigured into an exquisite tiara adorned with roses and crescents. Shortly after the death of the Duchess of Gloucester in 1857, the Duchess of Teck began to prominently feature the tiara, debuting it at the wedding of Victoria, Princess Royal, and Prince Friedrich Wilhelm of Prussia in 1858. This piece became her tiara of choice, continuing to grace her appearance after her marriage to the Duke of Teck. In its original form, the crescent tiara was enhanced by Mary Adelaide with additional diamond rows at its foundation. Presently, the tiara is composed of a series of 20 diamond crescents encircling 3 diamond-encrusted roses, all set upon a slender band of diamonds. The crescents are designed to be versatile, able to be worn facing either direction, as historical photographs of various wearers demonstrate both orientations. According to Hugh Roberts, an item delineated in the will of Princess Mary Gloucester, described as the diamond bandeau for the head and 3 diamond roses, is believed to be the precursor to this distinctive crescent-shaped tiara. The addition of the Teck diamond hoop necklace to Princess Mary Adelaide's collection came later. This magnificent piece, featuring 22 hoops, each centered with a significant diamond, was crafted in the 1860s, likely coinciding with her nuptials to Prince Francis of Teck. The origins of this gift remain unclear. It may have been a generous wedding present from either the British royal family or her husband's relatives, the Württemberg royal family. Princess Mary Adelaide had a penchant for pairing this necklace with various items from her extensive personal collection, including the Teck crescent tiara. The necklace itself is made of sterling silver and gold. Its most memorable appearances include her daughter Princess May's wedding to the Duke of York, who would become King George V in 1893, and the 1896 matrimonial ceremony between Prince Karl of Denmark and Princess Maud of Wales. The diamond hoop necklace had the versatility to be transformed into a tiara as well. Princess Mary Adelaide was once portrayed donning the necklace coupled with a prominent emerald from her diamond stomacher as a base. She also innovatively wore the necklace as an embellishment on her gown for the Devonshire House Ball in 1897, a mere few months prior to her demise. Like the diamond hoop necklace, the tiara was worn by the Duchess at significant family occasions, including the 1893 wedding of her daughter, Princess May, to the Duke of York, and the 1896 nuptials of Prince Karl of Denmark and Princess Maud of Wales. It also featured in numerous portraits of the Duchess. Upon the Duchess of Teck's passing in 1897, the crescent tiara and diamond hoop necklace were bequeathed to her eldest son, Prince Adolphus, the second Duke of Teck, who would later become the first Marquess of Cambridge after renouncing his German titles during World War I. The tiara was later adorned by Adolphus's wife, Margaret, a daughter of the first Duke of Westminster, and was even refitted with a new frame in 1901. Both jewels were observed on the second Duchess of Teck at the 1911 coronation of King George V. However, it remains unclear whether these pieces were still owned by her or were on loan from Queen Mary, who had acquired both the tiara and necklace from her brother and sister-in-law sometime before the 1920s. Interestingly, Queen Mary was never depicted wearing either the crescent tiara or the diamond hoop necklace. It's possible that these pieces were so closely associated with her mother that she felt unable to wear them herself, but the true reason remains speculative. Nonetheless, these precious items were eventually passed on to her daughter-in-law, Queen Elizabeth, upon her accession in 1937, ensuring their legacy within the royal family continued. The Teck crescent tiara, while steeped in history, did not find frequent favor with the Queen Mother. She started wearing the Teck crescent tiara in the late 1930s, notably at a Guildhall banquet and during the 1939 Royal Tour of Canada, as well as in the 1950s paired with the Greville emerald necklace. It remained largely out of the spotlight until it resurfaced for a significant tiara exhibition at the Victoria and Albert Museum in 2001. In contrast, the diamond hoop tiara resonated more with Queen Elizabeth's personal style. She often opted to wear the diamond hoops arranged on a tiara frame. A notable instance was in November 1938, when she donned the tiara for the Royal Variety performance, and it also complemented her ensemble in a regal portrait from the late 1930s, where it was paired with the coronation necklace and coronation riviere. Even nearly 10 years later, the tiara continued to be a staple in Elizabeth's wardrobe. For the grand reopening of the Royal Opera House at Covent Garden in February 1946, shortly after World War II, she selected this tiara, this time accompanied by pearls. Its design, when mounted as a tiara, was likely both comfortable and apt for an elegant evening at the opera. The versatility of the diamond hoop tiara was further demonstrated when it was later worn as a necklace, alongside the Greville tiara for a gala performance by the Sadler's Wells Ballet at Covent Garden in 1956, showcasing its enduring elegance and adaptability through the years. Princess Margaret became the next distinguished member of the royal family to wear the Teck diamond hoop necklace. It is believed that the Queen Mother presented it to her as a wedding gift in 1960. The necklace made its first public appearance that year at the wedding ball for King Baudouin of Belgium, and Donna Fabiola de Mora y Aragon, elegantly paired with the Poltimore tiara. Throughout the 1960s, the diamond hoop necklace was frequently showcased, particularly in an array of portraits, where it was often seen accompanied by either the Poltimore tiara, the lotus flower tiara, or standing alone as a singular statement piece. Notably, unlike her mother, Princess Margaret is not recorded to have ever styled the necklace as a tiara. Princess Margaret continued to cherish the Tech diamond hoop necklace well into the 1980s and 1990s. In her later years, the necklace graced several formal occasions, including the state opening of Parliament and various gala events. It made its last known public appearance during a gala performance celebrating her 70th birthday in 2000. Following Princess Margaret's passing in 2002, the Tech diamond hoop necklace was notably absent from the items auctioned in 2006, instead passing into the hands of her son, David Armstrong Jones, the second Earl of Snowdon. Given his separation from the Countess of Snowdon in 2020, the necklace may not be seen in public anytime soon. If you've been captivated by the tales of these exquisite pieces, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to join our community of history and jewelry enthusiasts. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which royal jewels would you like to explore in future videos? Share your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.